Brown paper art journal here, and I'm just having a look through it. I've got a landscape there that I painted in acrylic paint. I've also got a little bit of collage there that I did maybe a few months back, and I love this. It's where did all my kittens go, where are my babies, and I love doing this little art story there. And I thought it'd be nice to use the background of the brown paper as the basis for our collage today. So I've got indigo, and this is from the Kuretake range. I've got a flat brush because I always think that using a flat brush for the sea works really well, because you get sort of like a wave kind of effect. If you're rubbing that paint across and down the page as you come, it gives a kind of ripple effect. And I'm going to leave some of that brown paper showing through so it accentuates that wave kind of feeling. So once I've done that, I'll grab the same colour and I'm going to do the sky. So I'm just going to add loads of this lovely colour onto the page, and what you'll find with the brown paper, it leaves this brownish kind of hue to your blue, which is really quite attractive. It really reminds you of nighttime skies. So I thought, yeah, that'd be really good. Let's add this blue onto the page for our nighttime sky scene that we're going to do here with the city lights. And then once I've done that, I've grabbed a stencil, and if you haven't got a stencil, don't worry, just grab a cup or something that you've got, make a circle, and I've got my gold Lumia paint, and I've got my paintbrush, and I'm just going to sweep it round. So this is going to be a big, lovely orangey gold moon that we're going to add to our page. So just spreading that paint, so you just need to spread that paint around, and if you do sort of like a circular motion as you come around, it should follow the line that you've already put down. So we want a nice big circle for our moon, and then once we've done all of that, we are going to let this paint dry. So it takes, you know, about an hour for this kind of paint to dry, and then once I've done that, with that paint that I've still got on the paintbrush, I'm just sweeping it across the sea. So if you can imagine the gold light from that moon just coming onto that sea there. So I'll put it to one side, going to let that dry, and then I've got this abstract painting. And I looked at this abstract painting about a week ago, and I just thought, oh, that's really pretty. I really like that, but you know, it's just to one side. And then it just reminded me of skyscraper buildings, and I thought, yeah, why don't I utilize the shapes that they already are? So cutting out different sizes, we've got large ones, we've got smaller ones, and I'm just sort of putting them, lying them down so that they can sit next to one another, and we can see what kind of sizes we've got, and just continuing to cut them all up. So I've got my small scissors here. I have got a larger pair of scissors. I always struggle with the large pair, so the smaller pair always works really, really well. Now on the last strip, I thought to myself, well, I want some reflections in that sea, so I'm cutting these into little strips there. So just continuing, so we've got like a pointy edge on one of the strips, and then it goes to a flat edge there, and that will just act as a reflection from the buildings into that water that we have painted. So we want to make sure that we don't see any of those white lines where we've cut, and I've grabbed a black acrylic paint pen, and I am just adding some black there. So I did it one way, and then I decided, well, you can actually just draw around it and that'll do it there. So that just outlines it really nicely. And then I've grabbed my gold Staedtler pen because we need to add some lights to our little tower blocks. So just adding them there randomly, as you would see a city at night. You know, some lights are on in the windows, some are not. So just being random where I put those. and completing all of those. And then once I'd done that, I thought to myself, well, you can see that there's a bit of a gold mark, but not quite sure what it is. So we are going to grab a black fine liner or something similar, and we are going to outline those windows. It just makes it pop a little bit better, and you can see that that is what you've actually got there, because there's already gold on this picture, so we want to make sure that you can distinguish one from the other. So just finishing up with my little office blocks and just adding the final windows there, and then I've grabbed my black fine liner, adding those window shapes, and you can see here it just defines it just that little bit better. You can just see what it is that you've got on the page there. So once we've done all of that, we will then need to grab the painting that we've already done. So we've got our painting here, and I've grabbed a ruler because I want a line to see where I stick to. So if you're looking from the sea towards a city that's on a shoreline, you will see that you will just see a line. So I'm just adding that line there, and I've brought it further down onto the sea. Reason being is that I wanted to have the moon in full show. I did first think to myself, well, shall I cover some of that moon up? And then once I'd sort of planned it out on the page, I thought, no, I quite like it a lot better with the moon being shown. So I've got my Mod Podge, adding these pieces on, and some are stuck next to each other, others are on top of each other, just to create that city layered look. So some of those buildings are behind and some are in front. So I put a board on there and I let it dry for a little while, and then the strips, I'm just adding those to the sea. So you can imagine the reflection on the sea, and I'm just adding that onto the water there, and it really is creating a really nice reflection. So it may be the sea, it may be a river, I don't really know. Let me know what you think. And then we've got the reflection on that water. So I'm imagining I'm sitting in a boat on the water looking at that city, and it's a lovely full blood moon. Really, really pretty. So there you have it. Really easy to do. Really, really fun, and it's a great way of using up your old abstract paintings. So I'm sure you've got some, but if you haven't, there's a link at the end of this video and you'll see how to do this particular abstract that I cut up. Okay, well, thanks so much for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Okay then, bye.